1. A community leader is asked to explain the concept of stewardship in a religious context. Which best reflects its meaning? A. Caring for resources entrusted by God. B. Donating only to religious institutions. C. Avoiding all financial transactions. D. Focusing solely on personal prosperity. 2. A religious scholar is debating the interpretation of sacred texts. What principle ensures fairness in such debates? A. Using selective verses to prove a point. B. Respecting context and tradition. C. Relying solely on personal opinion. D. Ignoring established commentary. 3. During a religious service, the congregation is reminded to observe a particular day of rest. This practice is an example of what? A. A cultural custom. B. A divine commandment. C. A voluntary habit. D. A secular holiday. 4. A teacher uses a parable from Scripture to explain humility. What is the primary purpose of the parable? A. To deliver historical facts. B. To provide moral or spiritual lessons. C. To replace doctrinal study. D. To entertain listeners. 5. A youth group plans a charitable event during a major religious festival. What key principle are they demonstrating? A. Ritual sacrifice. B. Almsgiving. C. Pilgrimage. D. Abstinence. 6. A believer avoids certain foods as part of their faith. What is this practice called? A. Fasting. B. Ritual purification. C. Dietary law. D. Pilgrimage. 7. In interfaith dialogue, what quality is most important to maintain respectful communication? B. Humility. C. Aggression. D. Indifference. 8. A member of a religious community is elected to manage offerings. According to ethical guidelines, what is their foremost duty? A. Increase their personal wealth. B. Ensure transparent and honest handling. C. Promote only their family's needs. D. Avoid reporting financial records. 9. A sacred text is recited daily in a set order. What is this practice known as? A. Pilgrimage. B. Liturgy. C. Asceticism. D. Meditation. 10. During a faith-based outreach program, volunteers serve meals to the homeless. Which religious value does this reflect? A. Justice. B. Charity. C. Martyrdom. D. Ritual purity. 11. A pilgrim traveling to a holy site must follow specific rituals. What is the main purpose of these rituals? A. To demonstrate obedience and devotion. B. To collect cultural souvenirs. C. To display personal status. D. To entertain travelers. 12. A religious leader mediates a dispute between two community members. What principle is most relevant? A. Forgiveness. A. Evangelism. C. Conversion. D. Dogma. 13. A worshiper participates in a fast from sunrise to sunset. Which aspect of religious life does this most reflect? A. Physical health. E. Spiritual discipline. C. Economic planning. D. Political protest. 14. When interpreting religious law, what is the role of tradition? A. To completely replace scripture. B. To guide understanding and application. C. To disregard historical context. D. To focus solely on modern views. 15. A congregation gathers annually to commemorate a historical event central to their faith. What is this called? A. Feast day. E. Ordination. C. Sacrament. D. Pilgrimage. 16. A believer chooses to forgive someone who wronged them, citing religious teaching. Which core value is being practiced? A. Vengeance. B. Mercy. C. Authority. D. Honor. 17. A religious student studies multiple translations of Scripture. What is the main benefit of this practice? A. Learning new languages. B. Gaining deeper understanding through comparison. C. Avoiding difficult passages. D. Memorizing text faster. 18. A ritual requires participants to cleanse themselves before worship. What is the primary reason for this practice? A. Physical health. B. Spiritual preparation. C. Cultural symbolism only. D. Entertainment. 19. A leader encourages members to live simply and avoid material excess. Which principle is this aligned with? A. Asceticism. B. Evangelism. C. Martyrdom. D. Pilgrimage. 20. A religious council meets to clarify a disputed doctrine. This process is an example of what? A. Heresy. B. Doctrinal review. C. Pilgrimage planning. D. Fasting regulation. 21. A student memorizes a sacred chant for a festival. What is the function of such chanting in worship? A. Decoration. B. Instruction and praise. C. Financial gain. D. Political protest. 22. A religious community supports environmental conservation based on their belief that creation should be respected. This is an example of what concept? A. Stewardship. B. Evangelism. C. Pilgrimage. D. Tithing. 23. In religious history, reform movements often arise due to what factor? A. Desire to abolish all rituals. B. Perceived corruption or misinterpretation. C. Need for political power. D. Opposition to education. 24. A sacred text contains laws, poetry, and historical narratives. This variety reflects what feature of many religious scriptures? A. Literary diversity. B. Scientific accuracy. C. Political agenda. D. Uniform structure. 25. A faith group regularly holds communal prayers at sunrise. What is the primary significance of such regularity? A. Demonstrates unity and discipline. B. Increases physical strength. C. Attracts media coverage. D. Reduces financial burden. ARK. The ARK, Assessment of Religious Knowledge, is a test designed to evaluate an individual's understanding of various religious concepts, practices, and traditions. It typically assesses knowledge of the world's major religions, including Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Hinduism, Buddhism, and other belief systems. The ARK focuses on the key tenets, historical developments, sacred texts, rituals, and cultural impacts of these religions. It can be used in educational settings, religious studies programs, or by individuals seeking to deepen their understanding of religious diversity. The assessment may include multiple choice questions, written responses, or essays that test both theoretical knowledge and practical understanding of religious practices. It is an essential tool for those studying theology, comparative religion, or pursuing careers in fields related to religious studies or interfaith dialogue. Here are the top 5 beneficial uses of the ARK. The previous user assistant messages contain text audio that has already been spoken. Ensure that the audio continues naturally and matches the tone, style, and speed of the words in the previous assistant audio. Do not repeat previous messages. For context, here is the full text. The following user messages will contain chunks of this text. Say the following text out loud, going quickly, word by word, exactly as written. 1. We work with small, incremental change. And 3. We test you team with the galaxy and score some points in the competition. 12. We work with maps and unit trees and planets. And finally, we support you in the Unreal process, that is also called the Beautiful Galaxy, with the best tone so far. 5. We have already demonstrated an increasing international communication, and that's exciting. So far, we have 2 confirming friends as a team. 6. We are already demonstrating and improving with milestones. 7. We have a big outcome. 2. We need to build long-lasting friendships between new countries so they can help us closer to our bigger goals. 4. We need to help you in building longer friendships and partnership so we can build the strongest friendship in the process. 5. We need to bring in better communication and friendships from the process so they can predict the best outcome and bring us closer. Measuring religious understanding. The ARK helps evaluate an individual's knowledge and understanding of various religious doctrines, practices, and texts. It offers insights into how well individuals comprehend religious principles and their ability to apply this knowledge in real-world contexts, whether for academic, personal, or professional use. 2. But supporting religious education. The ARK serves as a valuable tool for educators in religious studies to gauge the effectiveness of their teaching and the progress of their students. By identifying areas of strength and areas requiring further instruction, the assessment helps tailor educational approaches and ensure comprehensive religious education. 3. Certification and professional development. For those pursuing careers in religious counseling, ministry, or other religious vocations, the ARK can provide a recognized benchmark for demonstrating their expertise. It serves as a certification tool, indicating a person's level of religious knowledge and competence in understanding key religious concepts. 4. Interfaith dialogue and understanding. The ARK fosters greater interfaith understanding by testing knowledge across various religions. This encourages a broader perspective on religious diversity, helping individuals engage in respectful dialogue and understanding of different belief systems, which is crucial in a multicultural society. 5. Personal religious growth. For individuals seeking to deepen their personal religious knowledge, the ARK can provide an excellent self-assessment tool. It allows them to track their growth, identify areas where further study is needed, and deepen their understanding of their own faith and the beliefs of others.